Hey there, guys and ghouls. It's your girl Jet, and today I am coming to you with my vintage Rayton pumpkin spice mug in hand to bring you a makeover of my Hocus Pocus room. Originally, this was just a room I created to have a witchy space in my cottage in the forest, but she has got herself a little makeover due to last week's Dream Snap. So I thought I would show you the whole process of how I get a space ready for a Dream Snap. And honestly, this turned out to be probably my favorite interior decor I've probably done so far in Dreamlight Valley and maybe in any game. This room is very heavily inspired by the Hocus Pocus cottage in Danvers, Massachusetts. The Hocus Pocus cottage was a one-night stay for $31 last October. I'm not sure how they picked the people, but they redid this entire cottage in the woods over there in Danvers and Salem. I took photos of this cottage and I did my best to recreate this singular room into that space. It's such, oddly enough, it's such almost a warm and cozy space, you know, on top of the spooky. And when I saw that we were gonna have a bedroom beauty Dream Snap, I knew right away that this was what I wanted to create. And if you see over there standing in the corner like they've been punished, a few weeks ago I did some modern day inspired outfits for the Sanderson sisters, so they will be worked into this whole setup. I wanted everything in this room to be old looking, overgrown. Thankfully, I had quite a bit of this mushroom furniture. I feel like the windows were probably my biggest pain in doing this build, because I knew I wanted to use these windows from Frozen. I just didn't know if I wanted multiples. I didn't know if I wanted them off center, but they are part of that bed centerpiece. I'm trying everything because the bedroom in the actual house has like vines that are going up the walls, and so I was trying my best to try to figure out a way to recreate that, because we don't really have anything in this game that can give that kind of a look, but I do think what I did in the end kind of gives it that vibe. I hope so. Okay, yeah, the trellises for sure had that vine look. But then it was like, oh, how do I work these in here? Because I have a bookshelf over here. The windows are wide. Y'all, while we're watching me struggle to figure out this vine wall, I thought I would let you know that today, as I'm recording this, it is Sunday, October 29th, and I woke up to a yard full of snow. We have a good 6 inches of snow here. It's crazy. Like, we're not even at Halloween yet. Can I get my full fall feel before Mother Nature wants to spring winter on me? Apparently not, but at least in this space, it'll be fall all year, you know? Have y'all figured out, I would hope so, this close to Halloween, but have y'all figured out what you're gonna be for Halloween? Are you going trick-or-treating? Did you have a Halloween party this weekend? Are you in a Halloween contest? Are you gonna give out candy? Do you not celebrate Halloween? My kids are going to be a pair of vampires, which is hysterical because my daughter originally said she wanted to be a witch, and then she asked me if she could be Cowgirl Barbie, and I explained to her that here where we live, it is really cold in the winter, and Cowgirl Barbie is a sleeveless costume. So then one time, like a week or two ago, she comes up to me randomly and she's like, Mom, can I be a vampire? And my Twilight little loving heart was like, yeah. And I found them like matching little goth vampire costumes. And my son, he just turned 3, and he has never really got to go trick-or-treating. You know, his first Halloween, he was a newborn. And then when we moved here, those first 2, he was just too little, and it was so cold that we just passed out candy. So he's super excited that he gets to go trick-or-treating this year. I just hope he's not miserable the whole time. Maybe we'll just do like our street for him and then let the big kids run off and do their things, because my oldest daughter will be here for that too. So I feel like she and my teenager would have a heyday running around with the little kids trick-or-treating, all 4 of them together again. All right, so now we're starting to fill in this space, and like I said, that mushroom furniture came in clutch, as my generation says. We have that tapestry. This piece that you see me placing now was part of the premium. It was a premium shop item, and I thought it worked great because they do have something similar to that with the book on it in the cottage. So it went here. Perfect. I was so excited. Like when I was looking at the pictures, like, ooh, I have the perfect piece for that. But obviously this room is gonna have a lot of candlelight. And this cauldron, if you saw it there when I pulled it up in the menu, the picture has green light coming out of it. Like, Dreamlight Valley, can we get this to light up, because this hollow little shells, I mean, it's great, but it would be even better if we had that green light in it. These bookshelves were the bane of my existence this entire build, but I did finally figure out where to put them and how to work them, and I think they came out perfectly. And of course, I'm still struggling with the window and the trellises. Still, how far are we in now? We're in 10 minutes. And those were still a pain in my butt. Don't worry, y'all. I did get it. I got it together eventually, I promise you. Are you a Hocus Pocus family? I know we watch Hocus Pocus at least once every October. Now we have Hocus Pocus 2. Is it, that cult classic that the original movie was? No, but I thought it was a great way of introducing the lore and making it a more fun update, for this generation. Yeah, my kids enjoy, the original, but it's cool that they have something that's a little more modern for them and not just, my generation out there. And who is your favorite Sanderson sister? Is it Winnie? Is it Mary? Is it Sarah? And why? I'm not quite. I think I like Sarah the most just because she's a little sexy mama and she knows it. And I think Sarah Jessica Parker did such a great job with that role. I mean, they all did amazing jobs with their roles. Obviously, this movie is a cult classic, and I'm sure like my grandkids someday will be watching it too. Okay, so here we're getting it together a little bit better over here with this wall, as you can see. We're getting there. We're getting there. I was blessed to get this little potion shelf from Scrooge. So, we obviously are gonna have potions galore everywhere in this room. We're going to have books everywhere in this room because we do not have the book, but it works. We got lots of books, right? And then there's like a storybook item where like the book is on a little like like a little display stand, like kind of almost like a grimoire. So I placed that in here. It looks good at least from the back in my picture, but maybe not so much in the front because it does have like storybook characters, but I think we have a pretty good amount. Like I was impressed with the amount of things that I had that were similar to the cottage. Like even these stands, they have like their antique scrolls on top. And once this corner over here comes together, this whole build just starts to kind of basically put itself together. Also, does anyone else still get those decorating glitches when you place items and then you save them and everything pops up in random places, sometimes in places you've never had them? Because and that happened so many times during this build, I was about to lose my darn mind. I was so agitated. Because you try to place things randomly and then boom, they're on the floor or they're like over here or there, and it's like, come on, just stay where you gotta go. This game does come out in full release, y'all. Full release. And yes, there is some controversy with that full release, but it does come out early December, and I just hope all of this is fixed before it's a fully paid game because it's a little frustrating. And I know there's been people who've been waiting for a year, and I couldn't imagine waiting for a year to come into an imperfect game, as happy as it makes me. Okay, so there's like an antique couch in the Hocus Pocus house, and this couch was very similar. There were chairs and stuff also in that setup, but obviously that's not all gonna fit in this space. but that's okay. I just needed something here in the foreground. The match, you know, bring in this whole composition of the space. Winnie and her cauldron were kind of a pain in the booty to figure out what to do with them. There we go. Okay, so here's those bookshelves finally getting placed. The funny thing is, after all of this, I had to place them. And then when it was time to do my dream snap, oh, there's another glitch if y'all caught that. When it was time to do my dream snap, I had to take them down because I took my picture from that side and it, the shelves just kept getting in the photo, like literally in the photo. I wanted this whole space to be cluttered. So we're gonna clutter her up really good here. We got Sarah over there, you know, staring at herself, checking herself out in that mirror. Mary over there checking the spells. Winnie over there, you know, throwing it all together. Up to no good with her little sister minions doing all her dirty work. This, as you see me decorating, you'll notice that you won't see the full build until the little short walkthrough at the end, because some of the items that I use for the full finished build obviously would have been in the way for the photo. So those will kind of pop up here at the end after I'm done, you know, taking my dream snap photos. So I just, yeah, I'm sorry, I had to think. I just wanted to give you guys a little, you know, forewarning that you won't see that whole thing, but it's there and you'll see it at the end. Throwing in those last finishing touches, a fireplace, lights, you know, all the good things. More candles. I think I might have even forgot to turn some candles on for the end of this video, so oops, my bad if that happened. And here we go. As always, y'all, I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have the best day ever, because you absolutely deserve it. And remember to keep it spooky, keep it cute, but most importantly, keep it kind. And I'll catch y'all on the next one with some holiday stuff. Catch you later. Bye, guys.